Welcome to today's video where we're going to dive into one of the most important financial skills you can learn: budgeting. Whether you're trying to save for a big purchase, pay off debt, or simply gain more control over your finances, creating a budget is a crucial first step. But where do you start? In this video, we will walk you through a simple step-by-step process to create a budget that works for you. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will be updated whenever we upload new videos. With that said, let's get started. Step 1. Calculate your net income. Let's start off with the foundation of a budget: your net income. This is the money you take home after all the necessary deductions for taxes, health insurance, and other employer-provided programs. It's important to calculate this accurately and include all sources of income, such as investments, rental income, or freelancing. If your income varies from month to month, it's best to err on the side of caution and use your lowest income from recent months as your baseline. Trust us, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to budgeting. And if you're self-employed or work in the gig economy, be sure to keep track of all your contracts and pay to help manage any irregular income. Step 2. Track your spending. Now that you know your net income, it's time to track your spending. It might seem daunting, but trust us, it's an essential step in taking control of your finances. Take a look at your bank and credit card statements from the past few months and make a list of every expense. Categorize each expense into two groups: needs and wants. So needs include essentials like rent, groceries, utilities, insurance, and other necessary bills. Wants, on the other hand, are discretionary expenses like eating out, going to the movies, shopping, and other non-essential purchases. This exercise will give you a clear idea of where your money is going and how you can adjust your spending habits. If you notice you're overspending, start by cutting back on the wants category. Small adjustments here and there can add up to big savings over time. These are the areas where you can make the most significant impact on your budget. See where your money is going and keep track of your daily spending using a variety of tools like apps, pen and paper, or budgeting templates found online. You got this. Step 3. Set realistic goals. Now that you have a clear picture of your spending habits, it's time to set some financial goals. Take a moment to list out both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals can typically be achieved within 1 to 3 years and might include setting up an emergency fund or paying down credit card debt. Long-term goals, such as saving for retirement or your child's education, may take decades to achieve. Remember, your goals can change over time, but having a clear target in mind will help keep you motivated to stick to your budget. It's much easier to cut back on expenses when you know you are working towards something meaningful: dream vacation or a down payment on a new home. So take some time to think about what matters most to you. And let's start making progress toward your financial goals. Step 4. Make a plan. This is where all the information you have gathered so far comes together. Start by taking a look at your variable and fixed expenses to get a sense of what you'll be spending in the coming months. Compare that to your net income and your financial goals to determine your spending priorities. Then consider setting realistic spending limits for each category of expenses. This might involve breaking down your expenses even further between needs and wants. For example, gasoline for your car is a need, while a monthly music subscription may be a want. It's important to identify these differences so that you can redirect money toward your financial goals. Remember, the key is to stay focused on your financial goals and make a plan that works for you. Step 5. Adjust your spending to stay on budget. Now that you have a clear picture of your income and spending, it's time to fine-tune your budget so that you can achieve your financial goals without overspending. Start by scrutinizing your wants category and see where you can make cuts. Maybe you can skip your weekly movie night at the theater and opt for a cozy night with a good movie instead. If you have already trimmed your wants category, take a closer look at your fixed expenses. Are there any areas where you can save money without sacrificing your quality of life? If yes, then put that into consideration. Additionally, you can employ strategies such as the 50-30-20 rule of budgeting. It is a popular budgeting strategy that helps people allocate their income in a way that can help them achieve their financial goals. According to this rule, 50% of your income should be spent on necessities such as rent, utilities, groceries, and other essential expenses. 30% of your income can be spent on discretionary expenses such as dining out, entertainment, and other non-essential expenses. Finally, 20% of your income should be dedicated to savings, investments, and debt payments. This rule is meant to provide a simple and effective framework for budgeting that can help individuals prioritize their spending and ensure that they are allocating their income in a way that aligns with their financial goals. However, it is important to note that this rule may not work for everyone. Step 6. Review your budget regularly. Once you have taken the first step toward financial freedom, it's important to keep track of your spending to make sure you stay on track. Remember, your budget is not set in stone, so it's important to review it regularly and make necessary adjustments. This could be due to changes in your income, expenses, or even when you have reached a savings goal and want to plan for a new one. Consistency and discipline are key when it comes to budgeting, so make it a habit to keep a daily record of your expenses to avoid overspending in any category. At the end of each month, take the time to balance your budget and evaluate your plans to ensure it aligns with your current priorities and standard of living. Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't comply with the budget from day one. It takes time to adjust and develop new habits. Give yourself some wiggle room and stay committed to the plan, and you will surely work your way toward financial freedom. And there you have it, folks. I hope these tips will come in handy. Please feel free to share with us your personal experiences with budgeting in the comments section below. What lessons have you learned from them? And if you learned something from this video, kindly give us a like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya!